And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Chicago Bulls. And when you take a look at the Bulls, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. So is there any reason to believe, Shaq, that Greg Popovich won't have the Spurs right there in the hunt again this year?
The Spurs should be the favorite, Ernie. They have their core intact. I believe, Ernie, they're still hungry.
Yeah, they were driven really last spring by the thought of how close they came the year before. There's no revenge in the cards this time, however.
No revenge, but one word that comes to mind, Ernie, is unselfish. They play so unselfish from one.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Splitter in at the 5 down low. Leonard, no luck.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off. Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Parker kicks to Duncan. Double team on Parker. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Rose, following the score by Tony Parker. That's good.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Leonard on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Spurs have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. It's Parker with the drive. Missed inside.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's Butler missing.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
From 11 feet away, and that one's good. Parker's got his second basket of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rose goes in, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Parker.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Well, you take a look at Rose, who was extremely patient and trying to get back to being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury. A terrific blow for him personally and certainly for the team and the city. But fortunately, the surgery did manage to keep all of his meniscus, which provides a better prognosis as we move forward. They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Parker drives in. The dish to Green. He feeds it to Duncan. Here's Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And Steve, now for Derrick Rose. How will his game adapt to having surgery now on both knees?
Well, he might not be quite as explosive, and maybe that's a good thing if his breakneck style was too much for his joints. But, you know, the mental side of it, that's what I look at. I mean, after missing basically 2 whole seasons, how is he going to bounce back?
Now Duncan Following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Double team on Parker. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And he hits it to tie the game up. Leonard's got 5 now.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And he gets it to go.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Parker drives in. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Noah. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Spurs have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Jimmy Butler. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Rose. Diaw dishes to Bellinelli. Baines passes to Bellinelli. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Mills. Here's Baines. Rebound by the Bulls. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Shoots. And it doesn't even draw iron. You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he's a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It's kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
Here's Brooks after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. This one for 3. Mirotic's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Feeds it to Diaw. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Diaw's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Back to Brooks.
I'll tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And here is Ginobili. And here we go. Here's Bellinelli. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is we need to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
Bulls making a switch here.
Pau Gasol. Jimmy Butler. Derrick Rose.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Releases from the wing and drills it. Butler's got 6. Good if it goes. No good. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really sharing and moving the ball, and as a result, they've got a great flow going.
Hand in glove, 5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
So much can be said about the Spurs' dominance as a franchise. I mean, 15 straight years of winning 50 games or more during the regular season. You know, last year, they were at least 500 or better against every other team in the league, and they have been since 1976.
Green plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
And he gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Chicago calls timeout.
Boris Diaw was more aggressive looking for his offense last season, and he's got a lot of it. I thought he shot the ball extremely well. Excellent percentages both from the field, 2-point range, and long range.
Splitters checked in for the Spurs. Here is Rose. 14 points for him. And DL last season averaging around 9 points a game. That represented a major uptick in his scoring.
Yeah, and it's really not about his scoring either, as you know, Kevin. I mean, he's a guy who can beat you in a lot of different ways. Terrific passer. Perfect in that San Antonio offense because of his ability to see the floor and pick the defense apart.
Here's Parker. Great pass to set up the lay-in.